have you committed any crime in Nigeria? Hi guys, hi. So welcome to the joyous family, guys. Welcome to another video. Happy New Year. Pardon me, Happy New Year, you guys. I'm so happy to be among the living, and I'm so happy you're among the living. Thank you so much for all the support. I am so grateful, guys. We just hit 500 subscriber, halfway to 1,000 subscriber. I am so happy. Like, starting this YouTube journey, every milestone I hit is worth celebrating, because I'm just so happy. I am so happy. So today, video never starts. It's okay, mama, it's okay. So guys, I've sorted madam. So yeah, I'm so grateful for your support, for making me hit 500 subscribers. I'm super grateful. At this point, I have to, like, if you're in the street of YouTube, you know how difficult it is. So every milestone for me is worth celebrating, and I'm always going to thank you guys for subscribing to my channel, because watching a video is another thing, liking that video is another thing, and subscribing to it is another thing. And you guys have seen my channel worthy of subscribing to. I am super excited. So let's jump into the video. First video of the year. So I want this video to be educative to those that subscribe to my channel, due to my previous video, last year video, relocation to Canada. Many of you subscribe to my channel because you want to get more information about relocating to Canada, or you're at the verge of relocating to Canada, so you want to acquire more and every knowledge that has to do with Canada, relocation and everything. So I'm here to give you guys one of the questions that I've been asked on my DM. Like, if you don't know, many of you went to search me on Instagram. Like, I'm not doing anything on my Instagram, that's why I don't keep it up here, so you can subscribe, you can follow to my YouTube channel, my Instagram. But for those of you that just want to follow me and just click to meet until I decide what I want to start posting on my Instagram is Joyous Family, same with the YouTube name. So today's video, I'm going to be answering point of entry questions. Many of you have been asking me, what were you asked at the airport, at your point of entry, what did they ask you and everything. Like, I've been ignoring the message because I wasn't ready as of that time, and I wanted this video to be very educative to those that are coming into Canada as visitors, students and permanent residents. So if you do not know, I just immigrated. Like, I'm a new immigrant based here in Canada. I immigrated into Canada last year, October. So in my process of relocating, I made friends with two people. One came into Canada as student, one as visitor. Like, she came through visitor visa. So I have to ask these people, what were you asked at the point of entry, and what was your experience like? They shared everything so well, like in detail. I'm like, so I'm here to give you guys every information I got from there. So I'm going to start with the visitor. So this particular lady, she came into Canada using the visitor route, the visitor visa. So one question she was asked was, where are you staying now that you're in Canada? So she showed them a proof of where she'll be staying. So she booked an apartment. Like, not like she paid for it, right? Like, she just booked it. She reserved the apartment. So if you're coming into Canada as a visitor, you should consider having a proof of where you'll be staying. Is there a reservation, or you've paid for it and booked for it? Like, you must show them a proof of, I'm not going to be homeless here in Canada. Like, I have where I am staying and this is it. So you have to show them. The second one was money. Like, how much do you have in your account? Proof of funds. Not, they don't just ask students, like they ask visitors too, because you're coming into a new place, like you have not been before, and we want to be sure that you can actually take care of yourself. You're not going to starve, you're not going to beg, you're not going to be a nuisance in this country. Like, how do you intend to feed yourself? So you have to show them your money. And if you're going there as a visitor, you should know that you have money to spend. So you have to show them your money. The next one was, how long are you staying here in Canada? So your visa, in as much as your visa have the longest, maybe they gave you 3 years visa, like the validity, 3 years, 1 year, 10 years, I don't know, I've not seen 10 years, you should, they still want to know how long you want to stay in their country. So if you have a 1 year validity visa and you want to stay for 6 months, you tell them you want to stay for 6 months. But I would advise, if you intend to stay for 6 months and your visa is still valid for 1 year, like this, the length of the validity is 1 year. The length of the validity is 1 year and you intend to stay for 6 months, I would advise you to say 7 months, because most time we go to a place and we just love the energy, we love the vibe, we love the coldness, and you will stay extra 1 week, fine, extra. So at this point you should go when you tell them you're going. Like, if you tell them you're staying there for 6 months, make sure you go on that 6 month date or before that date, just so they will know you that you kept your word, because everything is documented. The day you are leaving, they know. So you don't want to spoil everything due to, like, even if your visa is valid for 10 years, tell them, or you better still tell them, I don't know when I'll be going, but I'm going to go before, or you give them a range instead of being just exact. You can say, oh, 7 to 8 months, 6 to 7 months. You understand? Like, instead of being exact, like 7 to 8 months, I'm going to stay for like 7 to 8 months, depending on how I love the place. You can tell them, like, feel comfortable. You're coming to their country, they should be privileged that you're stepping into their country. Come on, what do they have here? So yes, guys, so that was the 3 questions she told me that she can remember. Like, she was having some banter with the man, like it was not that serious according to what she said. Mama, stop. It was not that serious, like they were just playing with words, like banter, you know, like not serious, like they were having fun while the question was asked. So let's go into student own. What was the guy asked the student? What was he asked? So first he was asked, what's the name of your school? Like, immediately he greeted the man. That was the officer that attended to him is a man. So he was like, immediately the man greeted him. He was like he greeted the man. He was like, oh, how you doing? So you're coming into Canada through the student visa route. So what's the name of your school? And he told the man the name of his school with confidence. He said even if he could not pronounce it, but he had to pronounce it with confidence because the name sounds strange. Like, he does not know if he's pronouncing it well or not, but he sounded. And the man corrected him, like, pronounce it, not like say, I'm correcting, you know. He called the name of the school. Imagine me saying Egusi, and of course I'm in Nigeria, Egusi, like I just said it, like I'm repeating what you're saying, but in a better way, you understand? So if you're coming into Canada and you through the student round and you don't know how to pronounce your name, oh yeah, after this video, go on Google, type that name of the school and type pronunciation. If the name of your school is Faith, type Faith pronunciation, like Faith pronunciation, and Google will pronounce it for you. Start learning it, because you don't allow your village people to use you. I'm telling you, don't allow your village people to use you. So start learning how to pronounce the name of your school with so much confidence. Like, that's going to be your school. You have to start learning it. So he was asked the name of his school and he pronounced it. Right? So the next one was proof of fund. He showed them proof of fund. The other one, the third one was why are you coming into Canada when your school is starting January? Okay. So his school is to start this month, and it's coming to Canada October. So why? It's a no-brainer. This is a new environment for me. Like, this is the first time I'm coming into Canada. I have to come before time. If it was even possible, I would come here 1 year before my school is going to start. But he told them that he came into Canada just to get used to the environment, get an accommodation, and be well settled before resumption. They don't tell them you're coming to Canada to work, to gather money, to pay your school fees. Don't stick to the plan. If you're coming into students, tell them that you have all the money. They believe you have all the money to take care of yourself throughout your semester. Don't tell them that you're coming to Canada to work. You have no business with work. Even if you intend to work, of course everybody know you're going to work. Don't tell officer you're going to work. I beg you. Don't tell them that you're going to work. And maybe they ask you, like, there's another question I've seen also. If they ask you, when do you intend to leave Canada, tell them immediately after the period of your course elapsed, you're coming into Canada. Don't tell them after I school here, I'm going to work. It's not. Stick to what you are saying. Or for the visitor own, you will tell them, when they ask you when are you going back, you say, I don't think I will be going back. Maybe from there I'm going to start school. Stick to your plan, or stick to the reason why you came to Canada. If it's visitor, after I explore, visit who I want to visit, if maybe you came to visit friends, after I visited who I want to visit, I'm going back to my country. If it's school, after it's school, if it's 1 year course, I'm going back to my country. Even though we know you will not Mama, stop. Even though we know you will not go back, don't tell officer that you will not go back, okay? Like, stick to the plan. After that, I'm going. They have no business with, oh, I want to renew my visa. I'm not concerned you with renew visa. Just tell them, after this particular course, I'm going back to my country, Nigeria. I'm going back to my country, Ghana. I'm going back to my country. Just tell them, you get Zimbabwe, wherever your country is. Just tell them. See, some officers are kind of tricky. They'll be like, oh, are you going to work now? Maybe because he came like 3 months before school resumption. They'll be like, oh, are you going to work now? They'll put a smiley face. They want to catch you. Don't allow them to catch you. This year, no grief for anybody. No grief for anybody. So they'll be like, oh, do you intend to work, like gather a little fund before school resumption? Tell them, no, you have enough. Tell them you have enough, okay? So, guys, filming with babies is so hard. Students, I've told you guys, for students, for visitors, now is for permanent residents. So, like, there was no reason for them to send me back if I was messed up with any of the questions, but I didn't, and they did not ask me too much question. So the only question I was asked as a permanent resident was, have you committed any crime in Nigeria? And I'm like, what if I said yes? So I told them, no, I'm not committed any crime in Nigeria. Of course, you have my information on your system. I told them no, and that was the only question they asked me. Like, that was the only question. So immediately I was asked that question and I told them yes. He went ahead to stamp the date I came into Canada on my COPR, like the paper, and he gave me a copy. He took a copy. So if they are sent a COPR, you'll be giving 2 copies, one for the officers and one for yourself. So I was giving my copy and he took the other copy. So after I was done with that section, I was directed to another office there. So my airport, where I landed is Toronto. So yeah, mama. So that was my final destination, Toronto Airport. So I was sent to another office where they had to generate my SIN number immediately. So I didn't have to go to Canada office. I think there's an office where you go where they generate that code. I didn't have to go there. Like, I got mine on the day I arrived Canada at the airport. Maybe it's done for permanent residents, I do not know, but I was giving my SIN number. So for the student guy, he wasn't giving his. So, which I know, I'm sure you are not given SIN number as a student. Coming into Canada as a student, you have to go to the particular office where they do all those stuff and get your SIN. So that brings us to the end of today's video. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Mama, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel, like, share it to any of your friends that you already imagine, like you know that they are planning on relocation. Maybe they have not told you, but you know that they are planning on relocating to Canada. Share this video to them, and I will see you guys in my next one. So the next one will be couples game. Like, I'm planning to play a couple game with my husband when he arrives, like when he comes back. So if you have any question you want to ask me or my husband, you can drop the question here on my channel, or you just go to my Instagram, Joyous Family, and send in your messages. I will be waiting for you guys. So enjoy the rest of the year. Be hopeful for this year, because I know everything we wish and desire for this year will definitely come to pass. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.